Big up yourself. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we've got a very important discussion today, and I really would appreciate your response to this, your thoughts on this, as this is big and major. I'm going to give you guys more details. You guys can already see from the title what I'm going to be discussing: the passport removal of fathers who refuse to pay child maintenance. It's crazy, but let me give you guys the details. Let me know your thoughts. And if you wanted to support my channel furthermore, in the description is my PayPal and my Cash.app. The UK has announced that the Department of Work and Pensions will be allowed to cancel passports held by people who have not paid child maintenance. The court order provides the DWP the power to not only cancel passports but also stop them renewing passports or getting a replacement for up to 2 years. I'm not sure what it's like, what the system is like in the US or anywhere else in the world for all of my viewers that are outside the UK, but this is the current situation in the UK. If you are not with your partner, they have to pay child maintenance. That can be done automatically. You could just go to the court and then they will decide how much to take from their amount. Like, it's not something that the person can say yes or no to. Sometimes you can just go directly to the employer and just request for maintenance to be taken from that person. The Child Support Regulations 2018 established a new process allowing the Department of Work and Pensions DWP Child Maintenance Group to ask the courts to order the cancellation of a person's passport if the person has not paid child maintenance. The court order would direct HM Passport Office to cancel a person's passport and not renew it or issue a replacement for up to 2 years. If CMG decides to ask the courts to make an order in line with this legislation, for example to impose extension, they will tell HM Passport Office and ask if the person, number one, already holds a valid or expired passport, is currently applying for a passport, holds a dual nationality, and then you would apply to the court and ask them the passport to be cancelled or order which prevents them from getting a passport. So that would be the process to how it works. This is obviously a debate that is going on at the moment. Some people state that this is not what single mothers are wanting or not asking for, whether this is the rise or the power of feminism. Now, of course, this is an argument, this is a debate, so this is just some of the thoughts that are running through people's minds regarding to this new decision. Some people feel like this is good. At least this would teach these deadbeat dads, as people call it, to actually step up and take responsibility. There is enough men out there who are just breeding and just having kids, and they're not taking responsibilities for their children. They're not giving any money, or they give the minimum, like £10. Like, I've heard of a story of a woman who she was getting £10 a week or something like that, and it's like, that is crazy. That is not even the cost of a nappy. That is ridiculous. Nappies and wipes together is definitely going to cost you more than £10, and milk. So the fact that some men find it acceptable that to give this amount of money is ridiculous. So a lot of people do feel like, you know, at least this will push guys to actually pay up, because a lot of what we're finding, especially in the younger generation, is that men are more than happy to be spending money going to Dubai and going on these lads holidays or going on these trips and not feeding their kids, not clothing their kids. What men have to understand, and I'll come to the other argument, but what men have to understand is that it's not just nappies that needs to be bought, it's not just milk, it's not just wipes, there's food, there's toys, there's clothes, there's shoes. Like, kids literally grow out of clothes so much. Toys are so important. There's activities for their social development. Like, there is so many things that needs to be taken into consideration, even to the point that bills, and when I say bills, I'm not saying that as a man who's not with that woman you should be paying for their bills, but that mother is having to use electricity to wash the baby's clothes, and that takes a lot. Baby's clothes you're washing so many times in that week. Do you get what I mean? So all of these things, guys, I don't think they put much thought into it, and when women are coming across as if they're complaining, it's because it's a load to carry. Like, it's because it's so much that needs to go into into it. I don't necessarily think seizing somebody's passport is the way forward. I think it should be based on discretion. I think it should be based on individual cases. I think as a law, it's just like, okay, but what if that person, obviously they will investigate the matter, but I don't know, I just think it's a little bit extreme. Somebody who might be in that type of position might be able to speak more from a personal basis, and I'm more than happy to understand where everybody will be coming from, but just having a look from the outside, I can see why some women would feel like good for them. What's quite interesting is reading everybody's response online is a lot of single mums are actually coming out and saying this is not what we're asking for. Firstly, what is normally taken out of child maintenance doesn't even cover enough of what the child needs. So how about increasing the minimum amount? Do you get what I mean? Like, how about actually providing more money? Like, even child benefit, like, why don't you look into increasing child benefit? Why attacking single parent again? Like, why attacking the parents? Because what child benefit is giving to kids is definitely not enough. It's about what, £20 something a week? It's like, that's just wipes and nappies. What about food? What about everything else that a kid needs? Ignore parents driving to suicide because they aren't allowed to see their children. Let parents alienate another parent because of inept family courts and Kafka services, but take their passport achieves nothing but further resentment. Probably what's next, driving license. That was what one user said on social media, which is so true. This is only going to cause a lot more friction. But then again, if as a parent to the other parent you're going to put this in place, then I think that resentment is always there. Like, if two people can't come together peacefully to make an arrangement to the point that they have to go to this stage, then I think that resentment is there anyway. But at the same time, like, I just feel like, again, are women going to abuse this? Like, there's a lot of bitter women. There's obviously a reason for that bitterness, but I just feel like, are women going to abuse this? Like, is this a system where they will look thoroughly into this? But I just don't feel like I can trust the government when it comes to minorities or black people. It's almost like I just don't feel like there is that duty of care enough to be like, okay, you've put in this suggestion, we're going to look deeply into the matter. To me, the system is set up for us to fail anyway, and this doesn't bring resolution. This will only bring further friction, in my opinion. So guys, let me know what your opinion is regarding to this. This is pretty deep and it's pretty big. It's crazy. I would love to know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please do hit the like button and your notification bell